Hey, my divas. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is having a marvelous, no, I was going to say marvelous Monday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? A terrific Tuesday. So far, my day's going great. Bear with me, guys, because I am still kind of getting set up. And hopefully everybody can hear me, and hopefully my mics stay alive. Because my darling husband needed my charger that I used for my mic. Why he touched any of the chargers in my craft room, I don't know. Because I have similar sets in my bedroom that he could have grabbed. Anyways, that's a discussion for dinner tonight. Like my evil laugh there? No, seriously, it's not a big deal. If for some reason at some point you guys see that you can no longer hear me, somebody please just let me know so that I can unplug the mic and we'll just go old school with the phone mic and not my shirt mic. Okay, I'm gonna, ooh, it looks like I'm pretty centered. I'm liking this. I'm liking that a lot. First time around. There's a first time for everything. Clean up a little bit here around the edges. Okay, unshare the link. If you guys are popping on, please don't forget to share the live. It helps to get me out to more people, and I just love to be able to reach new people and teach them new things. And today we're definitely going to talk about doing a teaching moment. I do need to find my dies for this, which honestly, I think I know where they're at, but I haven't pulled them out yet. I'm a little bit short of breath as well, because right as I was going to go live, well, a little bit before, my dogs started going crazy. Well, my big German Shepherd did, because the other two are inside because it's cold, and we shaved them down yesterday, and so they're staying in the nice warm house. My big dog's a German Shepherd, so we don't do any grooming on him but bathe him, and so he just lives outside. He just doesn't come back till my husband comes home. Because he's weird like that. And he's got lots of fur. My little dogs have hair, so we actually have to groom them, which they did really good with yesterday for the most part. Except for now they were shivering, and I had to go through and find their winter sweaters. They look so cute. I will post pictures. Of all three dogs, if the big one lets me. Okay, if you are new to my station, my name is Leticia Hernandez. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based out of California. And today we're going to talk about stepping up your cards. So I'm going to be using the same stamp set that I used yesterday, but I'm going to be doing a somewhat similar design, just so I can show you the progression of stepping it up. And I'm going to talk about what it means to do a step it up. I've got some old magazines. Stampin' Up! Used to send out to demonstrators something called Success. Oh my goodness, what was the name of the actual catalog? Now I have to look. Called Stampin' Success. It was a quarterly magazine that they would send us. Now it's online. Oh my gosh, this one is so old. I lived in Stockton at the time. I no longer live in Stockton, by the way. Now I live in the Bay. But we're going to talk about that. And hi, Sharon Woost. Hey, Debbie Warden. Let me think. I needed to do 2 more things as we're letting people pop on. I'll tell you guys about my day. So like I said, if you can't hear me or you lose voice for whatever reason, let me know. So I totally scrolled. So I went to go get the mic set up, and my dog was going crazy, and I looked out on my surveillance cameras, and the Amazon guy came. Great, right? Except for he left my package outside my gate on the sidewalk. I don't know why, because underneath my mailbox there's a whole area for them to drop it off. But can I just say, because I have to, I love Amazon in one aspect, and in another aspect I'm like, oh my god, you guys are doing too much. So I had 2 boxes. Look how big this box is. It's not even to fit on my camera, I'm sure. 2 exactly the same. One Super cool that on the side of the boxes, they're not putting to and from. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It has a big to and from on the side of the box. Like I said, I don't know if you guys could see that. Anyways, in that box, let me just tell you, I just ordered some random paper. Not from Stamping Up. 1 pack of paper. That's it. There's another one of these. Same exact size. Maybe smaller. I don't remember now. In the other ginormous box that is so big it did not fit on my screen. So yeah, I just had to talk about that a little bit because OMG. Oh wait, this one doesn't say to and from. The other one said to and from. I'm just going to show you guys some papers because I may or may not be using them. Oh, here's the other one. I don't know. I had somebody ordered something custom with specific seams, and so I didn't have any paper from Stamping Up that did it, so I had to go on a search for some that had those. When I opened those packages all the way up, I will give the review on if that paper is good. Okay. Oh, I was going to look for the dies for this as well. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if I can grab the dies. The good thing about this is, well, usually, it's easier to find these, you know, because they're taller, except unless I lay them flat, and then I can't find them because they're skinnier, and they get lost and everything else. So, yeah, that might be problematic. Okay, well, we can improvise. Because I am nothing if not good at crafting on the fly. Which I will do for this part, if I cannot find those guys in the next few moments. Which I might not be able to. Anyway, we don't have to use those dies. We just need to use some sort of dies. But you know what? They might actually be. Look, they're actually right where they're supposed to be with the DSP. And look, I even found the ribbon. Okay, now that I have everything that I'm going to need at some point during this live, let's see who else is on. Cynthia said, my card I won in the raffle arrived today. Thank you. You're so welcome. So glad you like it. Hey, Kathy Sanford. She says, hi there, Leticia. Hi, everyone. Marcia says, good evening, Leticia. Good evening, Marcia. I don't know what time it is where you're at. I don't know what time it is where I'm at. No, I'm just kidding. It's a little past 3 o'clock. I know what time it is where I'm at because I went live. Okay, so if you guys remember, I already have a lot of these already stamped. The only thing I don't have stamped is a sentiment. So I am going to pull out the sentiment, hello friend, because I think that's the one I am going to use for the card I'm going to make. Right here. Ooh, I could also do spread joy, but I think I'm going to do hello friend. I like the hello friend one. Plus, I have a customer coming over, and she specifically wants to look at all my birthday friendship and thinking about you cards. She tends to order them in bulk, which is great. I'm actually going to flip-flop this to this and put this one on. Oh, that might be too big. Maybe not. I like big blocks. It's okay. I like big blocks and I cannot let. No, I should not do that. Sorry. That was totally inappropriate. And I'm not even going to explain why. Because for those of you that know, you know. And if you don't know, thank goodness. Let me not show what I know. Okay, stacking my blocks. Hopefully not till they tip over. Okay. I think I'm ready. Marcia said it is 5:10 in Texas. Marcia says, when are you going to do the nugget card? When am I going to do the nugget card? It's not a card, Marcia. It's the nugget. I think you're talking about the Hershey Nugget Tree. Or if you're talking about the 4-drawer Ghirardelli box, that holds Ghirardelli's, not Hershey Nuggets. But those tutorials hopefully will be up sometime this week. They take some time to actually do. They're not super quick to when I'm creating tutorials. They actually require time. So I am working to get those tutorials all set up. But I think that's what you're talking about. But it's not a card. None of the ones with the candies are actually cards. Hopefully that clarifies. But I will let you know as soon as they are ready to go. Because I think what you're asking about, actually I have it right next to me because it was in the same area, is this box, the 4-drawer box. I think that's what you're talking about, but that is not a card, in case you just saw the pictures. And tie that back up really quick. So I need to fix that string. Oh, and maybe put it back in its protective bag because, yeah. Okay. Ooh, that should not go there. That should go there. Right? Stay. Okay. All right. Yes. 4-drawer. Actually, I think in my tutorial I call it a 4-drawer tower. I used to call it a Ghirardelli box, but sometimes people put things that aren't Ghirardelli, so I switched it. Marsha says, I need to know how to make it. Yes, we are getting ready to do the tutorial. You can go back and look at the live. I did go through the live and give measurements when I made it. If you really need to know right now, I did verbally give all the instructions off the live that's already been posted. Just so you know. Okay, I digress. Okay, so I do have some pre-cut paper. That's kind of all I had so far. But again, I wanted to show you kind of step it up and kind of what it means. Like, they have just paper, stamp, and ink. Well, this one brought in some twine, so it's not technically a basic. I think the next one brings it in, step it up. Where they're just using paper, stamp, and ink. No additional real major tools except for your cutting tools. And that's considered a basic card. Then you have what's called a casual card. And this one adds in a few more elements. On this one, they added in more color to the wow, to the word wow. They added in some DSP. And it just really added a little something to the card. And then this one is called an Avid card. And this one brought in, I don't know if these are die stars or punch stars, but then they also brought in bling, another stamp set that may have been from a different set. So when you're crossing over not just one stamp set, but bringing in 2 or 3 stamp sets, that's more of an Avid card because that means you have a bigger collection. You just don't have one set. So these are just different examples. And so that is what I mean by when I say stepping up a card, where you're starting with basics. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make one card which just has paper, stamp, and ink. Nothing else. I'm not going to bring in blending brushes, not just papers, stamps, and ink to make the first card. The second one, I will bring in elements such as the ribbon and bling, consumable things, but still nothing else. And when I do the Avid card, I might even bring DSP. When I do the Avid card, I'll bring in things like the dies, embossing folders, maybe heat embossing, things where you need additional tools you'll need to purchase that are maybe a little bit more costly and not so consumable. This is a good example. This is actually a really good example of a step it up card. Basic cardstocks, only 2, one colored, one neutral. So you're only using 2 cardstocks. And the inks. This one's bringing in another colored cardstock. And I think that's all they did. They just brought in another thing of cardstock. And they popped this up. This one's all flat. This one's popped up. You can see it's popped up on dimensionals. And then they have the Avid one, where they came in with an embossing folder. I don't know if that comes out on camera. They came out with an embossing folder. Now they added ribbon. I would have probably even added some bling in there. Maybe some Wink of Stella. But yeah, definitely just different examples of stepping up a card. Marsha, I'll message you offline because I'm not exactly sure. And I think it's going to be hard to clarify on a live. So I will message you separately. Here's another one for the beginner stumper. Now this one's even nicer, and it's still using paper. It's just using DSP paper. Again, they do bring in ribbon. Now for me, this is more of a casual card as opposed to a basic card. Then their casual brings in more of the die pieces. They're popping it up, more layers. They've added a different type of ribbon and bling. And on this one, you can see where they brought in die pieces, extra stamp sets, different techniques. That's another thing if you're stuffing it up a card, adding in a technique. I'm just going to just show two more, and then we're actually going to get started. Paper, stamp, and ink, a little bit of washi. Now again, even the washi for me would be considered, I would consider that a casual, not a basic, because washi is like an additional thing you would purchase, almost like a bling. They're adding more ribbon, they're adding a punch, which again is like a die, punches and die. Different types of ribbon, more colors, more coloring and blending. Again, that's a technique. Just different ideas to show you guys. This is a good one with paper, stamp, and ink where it looks like they did multiple layers of the paper to add an effect. Again, they did bring in some ribbon. I probably would have saved that one for the casual, not consider that a basic, but that's just me. Just depends on what level you're at. And then the Avid one, again, is bringing in more of the dies. This one brought in the dies too. This one, again, I would probably not consider. I kind of would break these down and go down even a level for that. I think for me, the best example I think of it is this one right here. This for me is the best example of a basic card. Basic paper, one neutral, maybe one colored, and that is a basic card. So we're going to start with a basic card. Anybody have any questions on the Step It Up? Let me know. If not, I'm going to get right into it. I am going to grab one of my coffee candies. I was pretty proud of myself, guys. I've noticed I have not been coughing as much lately, which is flying candy, which is phenomenal. So hopefully we can keep that. So I have 3 white card bases, just for consistency purpose. I'm going to keep them relatively the same. Let me go ahead and start with this one. Now, for my basic card, I am going to still use my black, my white, and I'm actually going to bring in another white since I'm doing white. And I actually think I cut that to the wrong layer. I did. Which means I need to cut it down just a smidge more. Actually, no. I need to put the new blades on that before I cut with that one. I just remembered I'll cut with my guillotine. So 3 3/4. Because I'm using white, 3 3/4, 5. I'm gonna do an additional layer here. You could potentially just stamp directly onto the card. And if I colored with my blends, it shouldn't go through. Actually, let's try it. Let's do that. Let's just do just paper, stamp, and ink, one color. Let's see how it works. If it doesn't work, I'll start again. And I'm going to do my ladybug. And flower. So I'm going to kind of use that layout. I'm not going to use as many stamps as I did yesterday, just for time's sake. Remember, this is just a basic card, quick and simple. No, I think I still want it this way. See my little ladybug. I'm going to do some flowers over here. And I do want to add in my daisies because I thought they were cute yesterday. And I need a little bit of filler to build my scene. And I could have also come in with a different ink pad. But I'm just, like, again, I'm just trying to do basics. Now I'm going to flip this because, again, I want to fill in the grass, but I don't really want all that many more flowers. There we go. Should have went down a little bit further on this. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. Again, this is right now just papers, stamp, and inks. No worries, Debbie. Thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure I put you into the raffle. Oh, Margene says, watching while at work. Oh my goodness, you're working late tonight. I'm glad you're watching me, though. And then again, I'm just going to bring me my Stamp and Write markers for some coloring. Oh, and I need my sentiment. I almost forgot my sentiment. This is a really cute, just mono kind of chromatic card. This would be a good card to send to a little kid so that they can color it themselves, I feel like. And then I don't want my hello friend down low or up high. I think I want it down low. Down low. And you know what? I think I'm going to bring in my bee too. Oh, my bee has a piece of Hershey Kiss. Because it does say hello friend. I love the stamp set. You can do all this scene stuff and it's just one stamp set. And you guys see how quickly the scene is coming about? Oops, I don't want to flip that way. For beginners, this would be really good. Also, we have the note cards and envelopes that they sell, that Stampin' Up! Sells. So you could actually do this relatively more cost effectively as well, and already have envelopes if you're a beginner. You do need some inks. They do have the starter kit ink spots as well. I just happen to have a lot of Stampin' Write markers. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Sweet Sorbet just like I did yesterday. Should have pre-colored some of these, but it should go relatively quickly. And I won't do quite as much intense coloring. So hopefully that'll go quicker. Now I'm still going to come in with the Stampin' Blend, but it's still a coloring tool, so I feel like it counts. Another good thing maybe to start with would be color pencils too. Now this time I'm doing my flowers in whatever color this is. Timid Tiger, apparently. Maybe I'll alternate some Timid Tiger and some Darling Duckling. I think is this one. Oh, no, Daffodil Delight. That works too. Quickly building my scene up here. You guys see, I'm really not thinking too much about colors. I'm just grabbing. You guys can pick your own colors. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear my little teeny Shih Tzu. She's sleeping in my craft room as she does very often. But she is snoring, which I don't think she typically snores. Super cute. That was Petunia Pot, by the way. This is Shy Shamrock. Just in case you're wondering. It's so funny to hear her snore. I don't know why it's making me giggle so much. I'm actually going to do leaves inside Shamrock. let's see, this is, I don't know, Parakeet Party. And I'm just going to dab it in here. Not going to really worry too much. I'm going to add it up here. And let's see, what's this one? Granny Apple Green, mix in some other greens. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more on some of the stems, blades of grass, I mean. You guys see this coming together pretty quickly. I'm going to grab Daffodil Delight for my bee. And, here's Darling Duckling. I think I'm actually going to do Darling Duckling. I'm going to make her right here a little bit darker. I don't know why, but I just feel like it should be a different color. And blue for her wings. I'm going to go for Balmy Blue. Now, I'm doing this for the most part with Stampin' Write markers. I just remembered I did that with a blend, and luckily I did it super quick so it didn't bleed too much, but I will show you. And let's see, Calypso Coral for the last flower, because why not? That card, y'all, is done. I wish I would have timed myself, but you guys see, with the blends, if I would have colored any more, it does seep through a little bit. That's why I was thinking before to grab another color cardstock. But this is a basic card. It is paper, stamps, and ink. That is all that is on here. Super cute. Now let's go to the stepped up version. Now for the next one, we're going to do the same exact piece, but we're going to go in with more colored cardstock. We are going to move those off to the side. We'll bring in some ribbon and maybe some bling to step it up a little bit. Yeah, grab that. I will attempt to somewhat use the same colors, but we'll see how that works. Now I'm going to go right there. Now we're in a little bit of a smaller space, so I will have to keep that in mind. And you know what? I might actually even bring a punch in for this. So I'm going to hold off on that. I am going to, I'm going to bring in a punch. I'm going to stamp that on a scrap. If I can grab a scrap. Ooh, that was not big enough. I need a bigger scrap because I want to punch it out. Oh, okay guys, you guys see this? I pulled back way too quick and I actually ripped the paper. I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen before, but this is what I'm telling you, stays on as sticky, and I got too exuberant or too excited, and I actually ripped the paper. But that's okay, because I can fix it. Let's try that again. Go. I'm going to pull back slowly that time. Ooh, better, but I still had some paper left on there. Let me try that one more time. 3rd time's the charm. I hope. I'm actually just going to flip it over. Get that inked up. Put that down. Give it a second. Pull back slowly. Okay. Schmarvelous. That is exactly what I wanted this time around. I still wanted to have her little flower. Beautiful. Okay. Now we still need the sentiment, but I'm not exactly sure how I want to put that on yet. And we need our daisies. And I'm going to try to mimic this design. As best as I can. Right there. And then right there. Now I need to flip that. Because like I said, now I just want the grass to fill it in a little bit. And the other thing that I could have done with this is I could have brought it in another ink pad. So, oops. Making a mess on my glass mat. Okay, I'm going to bring in Garden Green. Still ink, but now it's another ink. So instead of just having one ink, now I'm going to have two inks. And this time I'm going to be smart. And I'm going to grab some paper. Now this is Old Olive that I'm stamping in. Now I could have done this earlier, but I didn't think about it until just now. As another way to add in a little bit more stepped up, because you're adding more inks. Okay, I'll have to remember to clean that up before I stamp that and season again. But there we go. Now for this one, I'm going to bring in a punch. So let me find one. That fits. Let's see, I'm going to test. This is a 1 3/8 inch punch, but you guys can just work with what you got. Ooh, that's a little small. Maybe 1 1/2. Where is my 1 1/2 inch punch? There it is. I had grabbed my 1 7/8. There we go, 1 1/2. Perfect. Let me see if I have one that's 1 3/4. I may or may not have 1 3/4. I don't remember. Yes, I do. That's the one I needed. And again, we're going to bring in another piece of cardstock. We're going to bring in, I don't know, a green. Just because I can. And that's what was close to me. Okay, so I put that back where it goes. So now we brought in 2 punches. Now we're going to do the same kind of coloring again. Oh, I wanted that to be a different colored flower. This is Daffodil Delight. I'm going to do some yellow going on here. Okay, I want to start with Lemon Lolly. I just want my bee to be a little bit lighter than last time. And still want to come in and make her little breast piece here a little darker because I really liked that. And we're going to do the Calypso Coral for that flower because I want it a little bit darker. Actually, I think I just grabbed Sweet Sorbet, which is not what I wanted for that, but I do want that for my belly of my ladybug. So we'll just color that in now. Okay, and wings. And this is actually Mossy Meadow, which I didn't grab that ink that marker before. So I'm going to grab it now. Since I grabbed a Mossy Meadow there, I'm going to color that stem Mossy Meadow. And then I'll go back here and color these ones Mossy Meadow as well. All right, put that on there with some dimensionals. Let's add in some flowers. We're going with Strawberry Slush this time. And let's just make, no, I want to keep these the same color. I don't know why I like to keep these ones the same color. Doesn't matter what color, just I like to keep them the same. And nope, not that one. I remember from last time that was too dark. This is the Shy Shamrock. Just Jade would have looked really nice too if you had the old Just Jade. I really loved that color. And let's see, we're coming in with Old Olive. Let's finish coloring my Ladybug. Pecan Pie for the book this time. Again, we're just going with the brown. I just kind of want to show you guys. Doesn't matter what brown, just go with the brown. And I'm actually going to do her in Cherry Cobbler this time. I keep doing her in red. Let's see what she looks like in Cherry Cobbler. Ooh, that's a little bit too dark, even for my taste. Too late. Although I do think I need to update her belly now to real red, because it needs to be a little bit darker. Because she looks like she's really off. Okay. And again, I'm going to bring in her face. And let's see, the flowers. I'm going to go with the purple scene this time. I'm also, let's see, purple. And we had that Strawberry Slush, wasn't it? I had her holding that flower. So we'll make the other one Strawberry Slush. Why? Just because. Like I said, flower colors really don't matter. Make them any color. Make them all different colors. But we're definitely going to step this card up. Okay. I have a lot of ink on my hands. Looking for, okay, first let's get some layering going on here. Might need my glue. See if anybody else has popped on. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And right there. We're going to bring in some dimensionals. We're going to bring in some bling. We're going to bring in some ribbon. But still, we haven't brought in anything that we need to do with the die cutting machine. So we're going to bring in embossing folders and dies next. Okay, grab my dimensionals. Let's see if I have a new pack in here somewhere, or at least started. That will work. Yeah, maybe 3. Okay. Bring that face. Oh. And like so. Ooh, maybe a little bit more. I don't like my cards to lift. And there we go. Now I do want a cute little piece of that ribbon. Find out where I put my ribbon. I just had. Here we go. like. Oh, I should have put that on. I should have put that on before I laid this down, but that's okay because I'm going to do a different kind of ribbon. We'll switch up the ribbon on the next card. So I'm going to do a little snippet of ribbon like this. Actually, I think this might work better to balance that out. And it's still a little green, but I like it. Oh, what if I did it the other way? What if I did it this way? Let me see which way I like it better. This one frays, so I do have to be a little careful with how I cut it. Okay, we're definitely probably going to turn it the other way because it's already getting on my nerves. Oh, actually, what if I frayed it on purpose? I don't know. I don't know which way I like it better. Actually, I like her a little bit lower down, and I think I'm going to put Hello Friend up here. Okay, so should I leave it with 2 flags coming out? Or should I flip it so that it's loopy? I kind of like both ways. I just don't know which way to go. Loopy or 2 pointing out? Kathy says, you are totally enabling me. I'm going to order this set after the new year. Your cards are just so stinking cute. Aw! Thank you and sorry. I'm not an enabler. I'm an influencer. I always tell people I'm not an influencer, but I think I kind of am. No, sorry. I'm not an influencer. I'm an inspirationalist. I wish I could remember who told me that one day. That I wasn't an enabler. I was an inspirationalist. Okay, I don't know which way I want to go with this yet, but I do know I need some more ink. And I need my sentiment, which is right here. I really think I want to go with the loop. And maybe this way. No, I definitely want this down. I want her flying down, giving her a flower, and I'll put just friends up here at the top. Now, I really hope I do not rip any of this. Hello, friend. I'm going to go slowly, slowly. Okay. Okay, Margina agrees. Loopy it is. We're going to be a little loopy. I think I'm going to try to do the loopy with glue dots. We'll see how that works. Not sure if it's going to work correctly, but we shall see. Okay, so I want the loopy definitely coming from right here, maybe. Oh, I think I might have to move that dimensional because I don't want it right there. I'm going to move this dimension. I'm just going to ruin this dimension. I'll take it off because I want the loopy to come from right here. So, my loopy needs to go here. Hopefully this is all on camera. I try to stay as centered as possible, guys, but I tend to move around. So I'm using a lot of glue dots, sorry. One for the paper, and then one to adhere each of the pieces together. I guess I didn't really need that last one, but I put it on for good measure. Is that going to be good? Oh, I think I looped that in the wrong direction. I did not pay attention to that. Okay. Make sure that your loopy is in the right direction when you do that. There we go. Because I want it to actually look looper. Right about there. Let me see. Yeah, like that better. Okay. I think I need to add another glue dot for stability. Okay, and now I need another dimensional. right about there. And my cute little bee is going to go right, oop, 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 right there. Now I need to grab some blingy bling and some leftover from my last class. So I'm just going to open this package up. And put some at the center of each of these. Using the little teeny tiny ones, of course. And of course, one for the one she's holding. And this is basic and a casual card, because now we have, it's the same exact card, except for we just added a little bit more depth, a little bit more color. Same exact layout. Okay, we got one more. We're gonna do the advanced crafter, so the fully stepped up version. And grab those pieces. And go ahead and why do I keep losing my phone folder? I don't know. I do need to cut this down again though, because I'm sure I didn't cut it down. Nope, I have these all cut to the same size. Don't know why. So that should now be 3 3/4. Did I cut that right? Yes, 5 5. Okay. But we're also going to add in even more color this time. I'm going to bring in, no, maybe not orange. I think I'm going to bring in whatever this pink is. I'm also going to bring in some brown. Let's see if I can find a brownish colored one. That's actually a whole... Oh, what if we brought in a different colored base even? Now this is a wild wheat base, but I think that, no, I don't like it. I think I'm going to stick with white. I will still be able to prove my point here. Ooh, let's bring in some specialty paper. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to bring in this one, because I like it. So we're going to show some techniques. We're going to do some die cutting and maybe some embossing too. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Just bear with me, trust the process. I'm going to stamp this first. Where is my stays on? I'm already losing things. I need to put my adhesive back in my adhesive spot, because I think that's where I'm going to get really lost with things. Okay. I'm going to stamp these flowers. Right there. Beautiful. I'm also going to stamp my ladybug. But just the book. I don't need the whole ladybug. Beautiful. I don't know, some of you guys can probably already guess what I'm going to start doing with that. Now this piece right here, I am going to cut and I'm going to run through an embossing folder. Again, trust the process. because it doesn't have to always be major die cutting. We're also going to bring in some of the DSP for this next one. Is that right? Well, I was going to do... Oh, there it is. I couldn't find my embossing plate. Okay, now I'm going to bring in just a regular... I just want something with a lot of texture, a lot of tight neck texture. I think I'm going to go with my exposed brick, because that is one of my go-tos. And hopefully that will give me the texture that I want. I'm actually going to play around with this because I really want the flowers to have texture. Okay, that is going to look great right there. Maybe even lower. I might want a different folder. Hold on, guys. I want something with a whole lot. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. This one was called Tasteful Textiles. There we go. And I'm actually going to bring in a blending brush because we're going to... do I want to do it now or later? No. We're going to do it. We're going to emboss it first. Just going to emboss it. I do all kinds of stuff right now. This is the stuff your diva lives for. Stepped up cards because, yeah, she loves it. Loves it. Okay, now I can't remember if the DSP had the ladybug die or the butterfly die. So, I mean, I know we have it for the sweet. Ooh, we can actually add in the builder dies. Okay, there's our ladybug. And there is our bumblebee. Oh, and it has the cute little butterfly and snails. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to do them in black. Like almost like a silhouette. Yes. Now I could build even these bigger flowers, but I don't know that I'm going to go to that yet. But I do have one for this. There we go. So we're going to bring in the dies. Pop that back in for right now. And we're going to bring out the DSP. Because I really want to see if I can do the bee and the ladybug without having to color them all the way through. I'm just looking. I don't remember if there was ones for those or not. Oh, yay, there was. Yes. Okay. So that's that one, which means I probably already have that one cut. This is the piece I'm looking for. So I need my ladybug down here reading her book. Ooh, and I actually have... Oh, sorry, little ant, you're going to get cut. I actually have the flowers there, too. Oh, and we have the little bee over here. Oh, actually, I have the bee over here, too. Oh, I think I'm going to take the... No, I'm going to take the bee from over here. Why? Just because I can. Okay. So we're bringing in some of that DSP. We might bring in some more of the DSP. I kind of feel like I actually like this flip side too. That means I got to cut through some of these. Oh, that's going to be so hard for me. What if I just cut through some of them? I only need enough. Oh no, I'm going to cut through these ones because these ones are already cut off. Okay, hold on guys. My brain is really thinking. I had an idea, now I'm going with a whole different one. Okay, so I am at an angle. Just bear with me because I got a lot of stuff in my way. So I'm just going to cut. Let me see how far I can go in without cutting the heads off of anybody. I think I can go through it about a half. I might cut the flag off the little ants, but that's going to be okay. Ooh, let's go to 1/4. No, it won't be enough. I want a half. Okay. Oh, I cut the ladybug's head off. Sorry, ladybug. It's just paper. It's just paper. I always have to tell myself that. It's just paper. It's going to be okay. Because remember, we're trying to step up this card and add new things. And again, I'm only using the items from this suite for the most part. I could add in more dies and stuff, but this suite comes with so much stuff, I really don't have to. Okay, first things first, we're going to switch up. Instead of stamping all this flower piece, I'm going to add in the DSP for that. And instead of stamping and coloring all these flowers, I am going to still stamp it, but I'm going to do some paper piecing with this piece right here and with the flower from right here. So actually, let me see if I can do this at the same time. I might be able to. I might not. We'll see. Oh, yes, it looks like I can. Let's see. Hey, Cynthia, welcome, welcome. Hey, Sharon. Oh, Cynthia, why are you crying? Did I miss something? Hey, KZ. Oh my gosh, I've missed all kinds of things. Sharon says, I feel the same, Kathy. Cynthia, did Carl order this set for the Christmas? I know you're one of his elves. Sharon, I'm sorry he didn't. Oh, that's why you're crying. Alrighty. Just kidding. Now I see. Now I see what the crying is for. I'm going to pop that guy down. And we're going to pop this guy down. And we're going to run these through the die cutting machine. Ooh, can I die cut anything else at the same time? Oh, I can. I wanted a little snippet of black because I wanted these little pieces right here. And I wanted my butterfly right there. I need another piece of mint tape. Okay. We'll run these through. And okay, I'll have to be careful not to lose those. I don't know that I will be able to not lose those, but I'm going to try to not lose them. Let's see, we'll put them over here. Those are super cute. Okay, now I do need this die again for this piece, and I need to not lose this piece. If anybody, somebody can remind me to put that back with the dies. I just put it in my bowl for the time being. Now, normally, probably should have cut this and then embossed the pieces, but I think it's going to be okay. I need a little flower pieces. And okay. Now I do want to keep all these pieces like so. Put all those dies in the bowl because I do not want to lose them. And I feel like, oh, I should have die cut the little watering thing out. I'll have to think about that. I might go back and die cut that. I don't know yet. Okay. Toss all this. Let that go. Alrighty. let's get going. Let's start with gluing this down. Doesn't actually need that whole piece. It's gonna tear tape it. Now, I don't need this whole piece. I'm adding glue to way too much of this, but it's gonna be okay. Because I want to have the flowers. Oh, but I want the flowers in the right direction. And yes, this paper actually had a right direction because the grass is pointing up. And there we go. Probably should have been a little bit more careful with that, but it's going to be okay. And then, give me a second, I'm going to clean some of this off. Now, give me one more second, guys. Oh, sorry, I have got to turn the heater up. My house is so warm right now, I literally can't even think straight. So, I'm going to turn the heater off. One moment. Alrighty then, much better. Seems that was quick. Okay. And I think I might even add another layer here, going all the way across. Again, just to add a little more something, something. Ooh, got a little crazy there with the glue. And tweezers. Like so. Now we're going to bring in some more ink still. We're going to bring in, for those of you that were watching the live yesterday, we're going to bring in blending brushes and add in some sky, because it's another way to step up your card, to add, again, a little bit more depth, a little bit more dimension to the card. Now this time I'm being smart, and I'm going to add the sky before I do the rest of the stamping. And just nice and light. It doesn't need to be super. Now, had I used a lighter color base, I would have done that before I glued it to the black. But since it's black, you're really not going to see that. It's going to be okay. There we go. And the cool thing is, kind of have our flowers already here. And our bee. But I wanted those flowers to be a color. So, this is where they're already textured and embossed. I am just going to snip these. Now, I do need to kind of keep them in the same order. So, I'm going to keep them spaced. Now remember, these are also textured a little bit more. And I am just going to pop those on there. Oh wait, I should probably glue that down first. I need my pokey tool. Hey Chris, welcome, welcome. Grab that. Ooh, that was kind of a lot of glue there. Don't want quite that much. Now I could go back and fussy cut these even closer, but I'm not too worried. I mean, I just think this is pretty. I wanted to have that contrast of color. I think this is going to be perfect. I could have also colored the DSP, but I really wanted the flowers to be kind of textured. There we go. And because I kept these in sequence, they're linking together perfectly. The only thing I'm snipping really is where the stems were supposed to go. Now, I also had my book because I didn't want just that plain book. I wanted the book. Sorry, I'm decapitating you, Ladybug. But I wanted the book cover to be like a really nice book cover. So I brought in that specialty paper. Now, I tend to like to do paper piecing like this with pieces that I don't really have to fussy cut too much. This book is pretty straight. Doesn't mean I wouldn't have done it with something else. But I think this one's going to be perfect. Oh, yeah. So cute. And then we're going to add in little pieces of these butterflies. And got the cute little snail. Let's see. What else do I want to add to this? I wanted to add one other thing. And now my brain is not. Oh, I still wanted to add the ribbon. The ribbon. It's like I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. I wanted to add that ribbon down there. Now this I'm going to use some thin tear tape. Tear tape really does come in different shapes and sizes, y'all. We only have one size when stamping up, but other companies sell thinner ones and thicker ones. I have them all. Now, I think the Stampin' Up! One would have worked for this, but I just want to, better safe than sorry, because I just want a really thin layer. So, I want to go all the way across with actually some on the edges on purpose. Because I want to wrap it around. Oh, no worries. Thank you for letting me know, Martin. I will make sure that you are in the raffle because I know you like to be in the raffle. And again, put that on right there. Give it a good press. Let's pick that up and wrap it around. I am going to cut off the excess. There we go. That is looking great. Now I can go ahead and mount this onto my base. Actually, I'm going to pop this part. I'm going to pop it. Pop, 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 pop. Grab my dimensionals. And I think I have some other ones that are just the bones that I've been saving. Oh, that's minis. Might actually need my minis in a second. This is the exact stuff I love to use. The what I call the skeleton or the bones of the dimensionals. 4. And snip. Let's see, is that going to fit right there? Ooh, it is. Enough is as good as a piece. And I am very much avoiding the ribbon just because I don't want to bulk it up too much. I'm going to grab these last ones here for the backing. I mean for the backing, for the middle. I feel like I still need to go back and fussy cut out that little watering can though, because I think for this one, oh, I forgot to fail. I forgot to stamp the sentiment. That's okay. We will add in some more stepped up for that, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. Not even fix it, just really step it up even more. I will bring in, well, it helps if I take all the backing off, yeah? I'm going to bring in another die set for the sentiment. Okay, now I think I got, nope, missed one. Grab it from the right direction. Actually, let's hold this one now. Ooh, hope I do this right. And centered. Good enough. All right. Loving this. Loving this. Okay. So now we have a little flower that's going to tuck in there. Our little guy that's reading that's going to tuck in there. Now, could I pop these up? I could, but since I popped this whole back piece up, I'm really just going to let that DSP do its work. I'm bringing my bee and my butterfly. Now, I still need to put my sentiment on, and I'm going to have to fix that now. Do I want more daisies up here? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's enough. Maybe I'll bring a toadstool or something. I still have to bring that sentiment in, so I'm going to have to be cautious with that. Okay, let me bring... I wanted to bring some other dyes in. So let's bring in... What did I just do with the dyes I just had in my hand? Here we go. These are the traditional labels dyes. Now, I can't remember if these are retired or current. But really, you can use any labeling dyes you have. Or a punch. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be a... But I really love these. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Let's see. We did Hello Friend. So I'm just going to grab it and see. Will it fit on that one? No. Oh. Okay, so do I want it like this one, like a banner? Or an oval? I feel like both of those are too big. And this one is a little, might be a little too small. Yeah, this one's going to be a little too small. My friend is not going to come out correctly. Okay. Hold that thought, because I'm going to rethink that. I'm going to grab a different die set, because this one is not going to work for what I need. But that's okay, because I have lots of die sets, that is. Let's find another one. Ooh, I think I might like this one better. Nope, still too big. Pros and cons to having a million layering die sets. I need to have something a little bit smaller. Let's go to this side of the room. And layering dies, layering dies. Oh, that one might fit. I'm not sure I like that one. Oh, and that one probably has one. Let me see, anything else I like over here? There's another one I have in my head. I don't know why I can't. Not seeing it right off the bat. Ha ha! This is an oldie but goodie. Okay. And I think there's a new version of this now too, with the word bubbles. Which is what I'm thinking, because I kind of want the ladybug to be saying, "Hello, friend," in a word bubble. So let's see if "Hello, friend" is going to fit. Oh, but the question is the word bubble going to be in the right? I would have to put the word bubble over here. I need the word bubble in the opposite direction. Darn it. Why? Oh, this word bubble. Ooh, this word bubble fits "Hello, friend." And I could make it so that it comes this way. Oh, again, still too big. Okay. Too overpowering. I don't like these word bubbles either. Okay. That's really what I was thinking of, but not going to work for this card. Okay. think size-wise we're going to go with perennial postage. Oh, didn't we have a snail one that had postage stamps too? Oh, this one's perfect. This piece right here. Oh, and if it's on here, it means I have 60 billion of them already die cut, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to die cut one of these. That is going to be the perfect size. Love layering dies. Love them. Love them. And this is why I have so many. Okay, now we're going to take this. And we're going to stamp it on some white. Do I have any white left? Nope, but I have scraps. Got my stays on. Get that out of the way. Kathy says, I like how you did the ribbon with the tear tape. I never thought to place it that way. Oh, girl, that is my that is my go-to. That used to be the only way I would use ribbon because I really have no head for tying a bow. But it's a great to merge paper like that with DSP. Phenomenal. Okay, I just want to get that as centered as possible. And we're going to pull back slowly. Fabulous. And I really could have used way more ink colors. Why is my blade just flopping around my table? I didn't notice that had popped off. Let's put that away. And center that right. Ooh, maybe like that. Right about there. And so I cut that through because that happened and I did not remember to stamp it beforehand, but that's okay. It just showed another way for us to step it up even more. Okay, now for this one, I don't want to have to go and try to find my daubers, so where's my balmy blue? And since it's going to kind of go in the sky, I'm just going to do some more of that blending brush technique and darken the edges. Coming in with a dauber too to make it even darker, but your blending brush can do the same thing. We do want a little bit of white, and I'm actually just going to give it a super. Now this little tippy technique will not work for all dies, but for this one, because it's got nice little edges, that worked good instead of just like going near, which I could have done as well. I really want to get into the groovies. Ta-da. Okay. Maddie, para. Maddie. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my dog. Stop it. Ever have dogs that just lick their paws consistently? Well, mine just got a bath. Stop it. But she has a habit of just like licking her paws. She's not dirty or anything. She just... Ooh, I really liked that we did that. Oh, I can even add that dragonfly up here. Oh, I am loving that setup. Now, here's the thing. I kind of feel like we need some daisies right here so that she could be watering them, because I'm going to give her that watering can. And I could die cut this watering can out because there's a die for it. Oh, actually, I could just use... Oh, I can. I'm just going to fussy cut these guys just because I'm really good at fussy cutting, but just know you could die cut these. But I'm going to fussy cut them. Give me 1 second. Because there are dies. Oh my goodness. My dog is driving me crazy today. again, we still did some stamping on this. We did some stamping here, we did the stamping there, but we're just like letting the paper and the additional stuff do the work. Okay, now let's get to assembling. I'm really glad I decided to cut these because this is going to be perfect. Well, if I can get it. There we go. Underneath. Oh my gosh. So perfect. Let's see. But now I'm really second guessing if I want to pop these guys up. Should I pop these guys up even more? I kind of feel like I should pop them up. But if I do that, I'm going to want to reinforce them. You guys tell me, should I pop up my bee and my ladybug? Even though the back piece is already popped. I mean, I don't think it's really going to add a whole lot. We're definitely going to add a piece of bling to the middle of that flower, though. Let me get the butterfly out of the way. I mean, the bumblebee. About there. And I want her holding her watering can. I actually want her holding it. I want to make sure that there's no white in this handle. Because if not, you won't be able to tell she's holding it. There we go. A bit of glue. Oh no, she's too far above. Think about this. It was perfect just a second ago. You know, I'm gonna be okay with her covering up one of those flowers. I needed to put the daisies here and not over here. Because now she's watering this nail. That's okay. We'll just cut another set of daisies out. And we'll have 2 sets of daisies, and it's going to be okay. There's another set of daisies right here. Maybe I'll even put a mushroom, and I'll put the snail by the mushrooms. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank goodness I had not glued the snail down yet. We're still totally using that snail. Because he's freaking adorable. But Yep. So glad. Right about there. We'll get some mushrooms in the groove. I love these mushrooms. I don't know, I just like mushrooms. I don't like to eat mushrooms. I just think the colorful mushrooms are super pretty. Hey, Sharon Vickery, welcome. Okay, no consensus on if I should pop my guys up or not. Any takers? If not, I'm just going to glue them down. Because the whole thing is actually popped up. Oh yeah, I totally like that so much better. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop this stuff up. Might be overkill, but I am the diva. Oh no. Come here, snail. Okay, guys, I know that there's this, oh, maybe I'll put the snail over here. Because it's kind of a dead spot. There's that SpongeBob movie. What is the name of his snail? Doesn't he have a snail? I mean, I know he has a snail, but what's the name of his snail? I don't watch a whole lot of SpongeBob. Just full disclosure, I don't particularly like it. It's not my genre of humor. So I don't particularly like it. But I know he's got a snail. I just can't remember what his name is, but that's what that little snail reminds me of. Let's see, maybe one here. And this one, because that backing already came off. And can I fit one right there? No. Okay, time to go to mini dimensionals. For the watering can and the rest. Ooh, that one's even going to be too big. That's good. I think we're going to be good there. Just the water. Okay, so let's pop up our ladybug. And, ooh, I think I'm going to have to, before I take that off, I want to make sure that I'm going to have to cut a mini in half and put something there, because that's just going to drive me nuts. Okay. I gotta do it. I'm going to do it properly. And have the support that it needs, because it's just begging for some more support there. Was it overkill? Probably. Is it a me thing to do? Totally. Okay, so, like I said, I'm okay with covering up the flower. Oh, I could even have her come up a little bit higher. What do you guys think? I really want Hello Friend there. You guys tell me. Does she look better a little bit higher, so we're not covering up those flowers? If I put her higher, then I would probably put the butterfly a little lower. Or maybe put the butterfly over here. So higher? Or should I put her lower, covering up closer to the sentiment, covering up one of those flowers, and moving the butterfly outside? What do you guys think? Higher or lower? Really need an opinion on this. Higher or lower? Higher? Lower. Okay, now somebody decides. I'm going to bring in some Wink of Stella too, because that is a great way to set things up and really add something to it. I'm going to add some Wink to these flowers. Now, I'm not going to add Wink to my daisies, because I'm going to add bling to my daisies. Or, two, and maybe some to my little critters. Sharon says higher. Okay, we will go higher. So I'm going to add a bling here. And it's not stuck to my hand or not. That one there. We're definitely going to add a bling to the center of this dragonfly and the butterfly. And the snail. Still can't remember the dang snail's name. But, oh my gosh. Those look so cute with bling on them. Okay, so we're going to go higher with that. So let's put her higher. Coming into water stuff, which is great. I'm going to go put our snail down. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do my snail with a glue dot. Because I just think it'll be easier that way. Cynthia agrees. Higher. Ooh, a glue dot might even be too big for the dragonfly. I might have to do the dragonfly. Maybe I will need to use glue. This glue dot might be... Apparently it is stuck to my hand. Okay, that one's gone. I digress. I am not going to use a glue dot. I'm just going to put a dot of glue. Right there. little snail. Just gonna go right there. So cute. Now, I need to position my dragonfly. Oh no, come here, butterfly. And figure out where I want my butterfly. Okay, so I know I want my dragonfly here. I'm actually just going to add it to my dragonfly. Just a little dot, dot and drop. Now my butterfly is the only thing that's coming into question here. Don't want it there. Sorry guys, I'm thinking. So I am thinking lower. I just don't know if I want it coming up from here or here. I kind of think here looks better. Even though this still has kind of a dead spot. What do you guys think? Closer to my ladybug or closer to my butterfly? I wonder if there's a stamp of that. Nope. There is not. That's okay though. What do you guys think? Closer to my ladybug, closer to my butterfly? I'm going to start cleaning up by somebody gives me that. And then we will do a mystery card raffle. Let's see who came in first. Cynthia came in first with Ladybug. Okay, so closer to the ladybug it is. One little dot. Right about there. And then we will look at all the stepped basic, the casual, and the avid card. And that is some stepped up cards, y'all. Same exact layout for the most part. I don't know why this is not staying down. A little bit crisp crease. But we'll talk a little bit about how we stepped it up. If you guys are coming in a little bit late, definitely gonna want to watch the replay. Paper, stamp, and ink. Nothing else. This we added in some punches. We added ribbon. We added bling. But again, still paper, stamp, and ink. We also added some more cardstock. For this last one, again, we still have some stamping. We still have the ink. But we brought in DSP. We brought in another cardstock. We still had the ribbon and the bling. We brought in another set of dies that didn't particularly go with the suite. We brought in some special, so DSP to really spark up the book. Like, even if you just look at the ladybug. Oh, I forgot to add her crown on this one. I gotta do that because I want to. And you know what? I'm just gonna use a regular black Stampin' Right marker this time. Ooh, not that one. Do I have a new black Stampin' Right marker? I just have the old ones. Oh, okay. Not using a Stampin' Right marker. Where are my gel pens? I really like the little crown option to color on it. I didn't do it for this one because I didn't bring anything else in, but I really like my ladybug to have that little indentation there. I don't know. I just like it better. This one's okay because it's colored and shaded already. But like I said, if we're just looking at the ladybug. So cute, but so different. So that is a stepped up card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now we're going to do the mystery card raffle. And the phrase is actually going to be, step it up. Hi, Susan. Cynthia says, stepping the cards up really made a difference. Yeah, and it's just, one of the things I hear the most is, you're so creative. I can't do that kind of stuff. And really, I can do this with anybody. I can do this with little kids. It's just paper, stamp, and ink. It's not that hard. This is kind of what you want to start, especially if you're doing classes with beginners. You really want to keep it simple, maybe even a casual where you're adding just a few layers. But cards like this is what I do with, say, my advanced crafters, because it requires them having more tools, understanding the techniques. You know, we did paper piecing, we added in the blending brush, you know, we used the ribbon to create barriers in the layers. So, yeah. I'm so glad you guys like this. I wish I could get this ink off my hand here, because I don't know why, but that ink is driving me nuts. Okay. It's not hurting anything, it's just driving me nuts. Let's go ahead and get our raffle tickets out. I really need to find my raffle ticket punch because I haven't ordered more raffle tickets. Oh, I just realized Sorry guys, this is going to drive me nuts if I don't put this away. Because my ribbon scissors are so important to me. They're the only ones that I've actually been able to keep as ribbon scissors throughout my crafting career. Block there, maybe that will help. And pin. Okay, let's see who wants to be in the raffle. Okay, and I do need to add in Debbie Warden and Margene because they did tell me they were going away, but they were on before I forget. Okay, added them in. Now we have Marsha Long, Susan Holloway Lamanu, Chris Ronkin, Sharon Woost, Kathy Sanford. I haven't seen in a while is Kathy Strange. If anybody knows her, tell her I say hi. Let's see. Cynthia Spearman. Oh, Margene did pop back on. I got you on here, Margene. I added you in the very beginning because I wasn't sure if you were driving or not. Sharon Vickery. Alrighty. I think that's everybody. If I've missed anybody, please let me know. Oh, look. I feel like we're getting more and more people. I love it. This time seems to really work the best. Debbie Warden, Margene Nation Susset, Marsha Long, Susan Holloway Lamanu, Chris Ronkin, Sharon Woost, Kathy Sanford, Cynthia Spearman, and Sharon Vickery. And this time works really good for me too, because it really works perfect for me to finish this live in enough time to then go start dinner. When I was doing it at 5, it was just a really close call. I mean, like I'd be serving dinner or serving dinner late, or serving dinner but not actually getting to eat dinner. But I wasn't going live every single day, so it wasn't a big deal once in a while. But I really like this 3 o'clock time because my husband usually gets home at around anywhere between 4:30 and 6. Depends on how far he's working. But this works great because even if he gets home at 4:30, I'm usually done. Oh, I got you, Debbie. I got you. I put you and Margene in first because I remember you guys saying you guys had to step away. And I know Cynthia said she got her card. Has anybody else gotten their mystery card raffle cards yet? Just wondering. And try really hard not to send duplicates too, because you guys, I know I don't usually do mass-produced cards, but sometimes I do. I try to mix it up. Okay, we got one more to go. Just double checking I'm not missing anybody. So far, I don't think I am. Did you guys like this Step It Up? I hope you guys did. I think I might make this a new thing, like doing a stepped up. Maybe not once a week, but like maybe once a month. I'll do one where I'm doing just Step It Up cards. Oh, yay! Debbie said she got 2 of hers yesterday. Yay! Another thing I think I want to start incorporating, and those success booklets actually made me think about it. And I'm going to go through one of those in just a second. Is that it also provided us with different techniques, and I feel like I do techniques all the time. Ooh, that's a lot still in there. I'm going to take these and put these to the side. These ones were touching. I'm going to count both of them. Let's see. And one clear winner, because I know you guys can't see, but it really is not in the heart. Okay, that was a quick one. And the winner of today's mystery card raffle is, drumroll please, Margene Nation Susset. Woo woo! You really need to buy a raffle ticket, girlfriend. I keep telling you that. She is a lucky winner. But I don't think Margene has ever missed any one of my lives ever. I don't think a lot of you guys are on almost every single live. But congratulations, Margene. And again, don't forget, if you did not win, don't worry. We're going to be doing some more mystery card raffles on Christmas. I'm like really struggling to get these in here now. And I made some more room there. So congratulations, Margene. You are the winner of tonight's mystery card raffle. And I'm going to add you into my little pile here, because I have not. I got Margene and Kim and Tina over here that still need to be mailed out. I'm going to leave you guys looking. I'll post pictures of the Step It Up. And for those of you that I have inspired to get this bundle or suite, I really like. This is the only, I think, suite I've bought recently, because I loved everything in it. I love the ribbon. I loved, oh, you guys know what I didn't add to this? What was I thinking? And nobody called me out on it. I didn't add the Sweets bling. Where are the ladybugs? Nobody even said, hey, where is the ladybug? We are definitely have to, oh my gosh, found that glue dot. Oh, my husband just got home. Okay. Estoy grabando, mi amor. Okay. So I'm going to add it to this one. And I don't think it needs a lot. It just needs a little baby one. Maybe down here. Because, oh my gosh. How did we not add to the bling? Little baby one there. And maybe even some of these little thin ones in the tips. Or maybe the tops. No, at the tops of these flowers, just to accent. I love this suite. I loved everything about this suite. I totally forgot about the bling. I don't know how I did that. I'm going to do the same thing with these ones, just with these little water droplet looking ones, I just like how the effect goes. And I don't know that this one per se needs a ladybug, but maybe, see, that would have been a perfect spot for the ladybug. Oh, maybe right here. I want to tuck it in a little bit. Right about there. Just one. It doesn't need a lot. Okay. Now I'm happy. I've literally, for this card, used everything from the suite. I used the dies, I used the stamps, I used the ribbon, I used the paper, I used the bling. Everything plus extra is on that suite. Okay, my divas. That's all. Bye-bye, my divas. Ta-ta for now.